In today's video, we're going to be talking about how come the Giants are doing so well right now. If you look at the Giants roster, you'd say this is a fourth, maybe third place team with all their old players. But right now, they're in first place in their division and have one of the most wins in the league. I do have some bias, but there are some amazing stats to look at right now, and the way the pitching has dominated the league. They have the fifth best ERA in the MLB, their bullpen has the most saves in the MLB, and they have the best fielding percentage in the MLB. Last year, this team struggled keeping in the league because of how bad the pitching was in the bullpen, but their offense was amazing. This year, their offense is still doing solid, but they are keeping a lead. The Giants' pitching staff contains new signings of Anthony DeSclafani, Aaron Sanchez, Alex Wood, and the extension of Kevin Gausman. That was lights out last year. The Giants also signed relievers such as Matt Whistler, Jake McGee, and Jose Alvarez. Weren't huge signings, but Jake McGee has done well, and Matt Whistler finally got his groove. In my opinion, the Giants have been playing this season game by game, not series by series or month by month, and so they're trying to win only that game or that at bat or that pitch, and that has made them super good. The Giants have also a major key factor of getting ahead early and not letting up runs, and so the Giants have taken the lead first in 19 of their 23 wins right now. If the Giants keep up this pace, the World Series might be in their grasp. The one worry I have is injuries right now, with 6 people on the 10-day IL who are really big in their roster, and 4 people on the 60-day IL. But if the Giants can maintain injuries, they'll be fine, and also their bench players, such as Steven Duggar, Austin Slater, Kirk Sally, who isn't necessarily a bench player, and Dubon are doing their part to fill the gaps for those right now who are gone. Even though some of those players aren't putting up amazing offensive stats, they are doing their part on defense, excluding Slater, who's doing really well offensively. Now let's talk about the elephant in the room. Posey, Longoria, Crawford, and Belt. The old dogs doing young things. With Posey almost batting .400 and Longoria and Crawford putting up prime stats is beyond my understanding of how they are doing this well at this age. Buster Posey hasn't had a ton of at-bats compared to starters, but when you're that old of a catcher and you're batting almost .400, you can have days off. Also, Tyler Rogers, who I've never liked before because of how much doubles and home runs he's gave up in the past, is now found his place in the bullpen, having a .83 ERA and helping starters out by not blowing games like last year. Caleb Berger also came out of nowhere with a 0.00 ERA in 11 innings pitched, and is the 8th inning guy behind Rogers and Whistler, who are usually 7th, and Camilo Duvall has helped out Berger in the 8th, pitching decent, but he does give up a lot of hard hits because he's hitting triple digits. Sometimes he has really good potential, but right now he has a 6 ERA, which isn't that good, but I feel like he can improve throughout the season. Now the question that has been being asked is, can they stay on top of San Diego and LA? And the answer is, depends on who wins more games. It's as simple as that. I don't care if you have everyone injured, as long as you go out there and focus on that pitch and that inning and win that game. And that's my philosophy, and that's the only way the Giants are going to stay in first place, is if they keep up that philosophy and keep dominating and keeping the lead and getting the lead and keeping the lead. If their bullpen can keep this up and their starting pitching can be lights out like they have been this season, then they can keep this up throughout the whole season, or just win some games. Just keep winning those games, and even their losses aren't very big blowouts. Only like 2 of them have been big blowouts. The rest have been like nail-biting games, and it's wonderful torture, just like 2010. And so we'll see if the Giants can keep up this pace and keep ahead of San Diego and LA. LA right now is starting to get back on the groove, but we'll see how they do. And San Diego is now 1.5 games behind us, so the Giants have to keep this up and keep their pace going towards the playoffs, because the Giants haven't made the playoffs since 2016, and that's a pretty big bummer. But we'll have to see if this year is the year, because 100 years ago this year, they won their World Series. And so, yeah, we'll see if this can keep going. And so we'll see if the Giants can keep this pace up, like I already said. But if you like this video, make sure to subscribe and like. And so I'll keep making these recaps and videos like these after every Giants game. And so we'll see you next time for a new SF Giants recap video or these stats.